Hey guys, MotorCarNut here, and today we're talking about oil consumption, oil burning. Why does my car burn oil? Where can it burn oil and how to fix it? All right, so the number one reason why the car would burn oil, vehicle, truck, whatever it is because lack of maintenance is owner neglect. You don't maintain the oil, you're putting additives in there, or you don't change it at the right time. Even your air filter can score up the cylinder walls and make the car burn oil, believe it or not. You got to maintain your vehicle. The less you know about a car, the more you should maintain it or have somebody maintain it for you. Okay? So let's get right into it. Number one reason the car would burn oil is through the valve stem seals. Well, not number one reason. These are the causes. Valve stem seals, the piston rings, the positive crankcase ventilation system. If the car has a turbo, the seals of the turbo. And we're not talking about a car leaking oil and it's burning on the exhaust. That is a leak. That the car's not burning oil. It's leaking oil. This video is about cars burning oil, the blue smoke. You can watch my little shorts I have, what blue smoke is and how to suspect it and when does it start. Okay, so now let me bring you over to the bench and show you. Okay, I got here a couple of scenarios to give you a visual of what's going on inside the engine when your mechanic tells you, oh, this is burning oil because of the valve stem seal, piston rings, what is he talking about? Okay, so here's a cylinder head. Okay, if you can imagine, there's all oil in here. Here's the valves. Here's the valve stem part right here, there's a spring. Now, inside that spring, let's bring a valve up here, is going to be a little rubber seal like this that get mounted on the valve guide. Okay, now through here. So now when these get old, all right, they can get dry rotted and oil can seep through them. And when they seep through them, they're going to seep through down into the combustion chamber where the valve is, and that's going to create oil burning. This type is the piston ring. The rings not working, causing the oil burning. Here you got two compression rings, the two top ones, and the third one is an oil control ring. There's two rings and a little control scraper. When they get all carboned up or caked up or burnt carbon oil, all right, they don't function as properly, and what can happen is the crankcase splashes up on the piston walls, and it can get past the compression rings into the combustion chamber and also cause it to burn oil. All right? Now, let's say you have a turbo car. All right, here's a turbo. Okay, here has an oil feed and a coolant feed. But the oil feed, if it's worn, all right, this shaft is lubricated by oil. The oil can seep through here, blow into the pressurized side and get reburnt and cause oil problems. Or on the intake side, there's also a turbine, and in here it could also leak oil and burn right into the exhaust. So when you have a turbo car and it's burning oil, it's a little bit more tricky to diagnose than a normally aspirated car that doesn't have a turbo. A bad PCV valve can also make the car burn oil. It controls the crankcase pressure. When the crankcase pressure gets too high, it releases into the combustion chamber to get reburned. But if it malfunctions in a way, it can allow oil to be sucked into the combustion chamber and again burn oil. All right, those are the most common ways why the engine will burn oil. As you can see, the most common easy fix would be the PCV valve. But the others are more intense, and like I said, if you maintain your car, you hopefully won't have to go through that. All right, guys, so that's basically the pretty much about 85, 90, maybe 95% of the vehicles. We're not talking about diesels. We're just talking about regular, normally aspirated cars and turbos, how they would burn oil, the causes, and the fixes. Obviously, you know, the fixes of the piston rings, you have to rebuild the engine. Same thing with the head, you would have to rebuild the head. So, and the turbo, you would have to get a new turbo or rebuild the turbo. All right, guys, MotorCarNut, please subscribe, hit that like button. Any questions, leave them below pertaining to the video. I answer all my questions. I try to get everybody back on the road. If you learned something today, I would really appreciate a donation or a super thanks to the channel. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you very much for watching.